You and I both know why we're here. You want to learn more about makeup and I want to teach you more about makeup. So today I'm going to be showing you beginner makeup tips I wish someone showed me that I'm going to show you, bestie. Anyway, but real quick, how is everyone doing today? Like, what are we feeling? Let me know in the comments. But first, we're going to go in with the NYX Brow Gel. Also, I just want to let you guys know all of these products are going to be drugstore because when you are a beginner, you probably don't want to spend and shell money on prestige. So let me put you onto the
best drugstore products.
When you go in with brow gel, this is going to be the first thing you want to do. The reason for this is because when you do your brows, the gel from this gets outside, so above the brow bone and underneath. So doing this first will allow it to not mix in with any of your primer or any of your foundation, and it allows you to easily clean it up so it doesn't cake up and pill. So another thing I wish people told me is that you need a good brow gel to hold in your brows all day. The NYX Brow Glue is by far my favorite drugstore one. Your eyebrows can really make or break how your face looks and is shaped, so you want to be really precise and careful and spend the most time on this. Next, when you go in with your moisturizer, we're going with the e.l.f. face cream. You are going to want to blend this into the skin. This is going to allow it to deeply nourish and moisturize your skin. Also, another makeup tip. You do not want to put this on your skin and then just add foundation. You're going to want to let this dry for at least 3 to 5 minutes. Please, for the love of God, let your moisturizer dry. You do not want your makeup to pill, bestie. Now, if you don't have the time, go in with a fan and help it to speed up the process. Now that our moisturizer is dry, we're going in, with the e.l.f. Putty Poreless Primer. This is going to help fill in those pores and give you more of a smooth canvas. This is something I recommend to beginners because it is going to just give you the most smooth canvas. But when you do this, again, just like your moisturizer, you're going to blend it into your skin all around the face. Let it dry for 3 to 5 minutes. Again, you do not want your makeup to pill. Now we are going in with the e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation. When you go in with a foundation, you want to apply just a little bit on the cheek like that. See, I just did exactly what I told you not to do. Literally, that was way too much. Take half of that and put it on your other cheek. Go in with just a little bit on the forehead, on the chin, and on the nose. These are what I call the 4 corners of the face where you want to place your foundation. Now for the most maximum coverage, go in with a foundation brush. This is the Kylie Cosmetics foundation brush. You are going to want to swipe and then you're going to want to dab into the skin almost like it is a beauty blender. This is going to allow you to be able to spread it out a lot more evenly and to not have the makeup pick up from the brush because there's already enough product on it. This also allows your skin to have a much thinner base because one thing no one told me when I was a beginner was you do not want to have a full coverage foundation. Go with a buildable coverage foundation, light to medium. This allows you to put as little to as much as you want. Also, when you use your foundation, please, good Lord, get in the hairline. Oh, I don't want makeup in my hair. Just wash your hair after. And if you're a girly with long hair, put in one of those headbands so you can protect your hairline. Now for, in my opinion, one of the other most important steps is your blush. Go in with liquid blush and place this on top before you put concealer. Allowing this allows you, 1, to have more pigmented blush on your cheek, and 2, it lets you use your concealer as cleanup. Let me show you. So this allows you to, 1, blend it up on the high points of the cheekbone. You're going to blend all the way into the temple and under the eye. This entire section of your face should be just about covered in blush. Now you're going to go in and do the same thing on the opposite side. Another thing I recommend when you're a beginner is do not go in with those red and purple and light pink blushes. Go in with more of a nude natural skin tone blush because this is going to, 1, let your actual natural blush stand out more and it won't look too crazy or messy. Now for your concealer, you're going to want to place it under the eye right here, up here to get that snatched effect like you're having a wing liner, underneath the cheekbone, and right underneath your smile lines. or above, sorry. Also, go ahead and add some underneath the cheek, some on top of the nose, some right here for the forehead, and do the same thing on the opposite side. I'm going in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer. Now you're going to want to go with a dense brush. This is the Hourglass Concealer Blush. If you really want to, you can also go in with a sponge. You're going to take your brush and you're going to lightly dab just like this in the same areas that you applied your concealer. Doing this is going to allow your brush to, one, pick up the product and two, spread it around. So you see how it kind of looks like that? Now what we're going to do is take our brush and we're going to blend it out and down. This is another makeup tip I wish someone told me because your concealer placement can really shape your face. Like, honestly, it can be more powerful than contour. And for underneath, I like to just blend it right into the concealer and up the nose. This also allows your blush to have that single placement on your face and not all over the place, like if you were to put your blush on top of your concealer. If you made it this far, comment hashtag makeup and let me know some of your favorite makeup tips that maybe I didn't discuss. Make sure you do the same thing on the opposite side. Tap, 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 swipe, 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 blend, blend, blend. Also, when you do the concealer underneath the cheekbone, swipe it like this and swipe it down. That way your cheekbones stand out. I kind of think this is funny that this is supposed to be a makeup tips and this is also more like a tutorial, but either way, you're learning something out of it. Now for bronzer, we're going in with the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer. It looks just like this. Take a dense brush. This is the e.l.f. Cream and Powder Face Duo Brush. You're going to want to apply a good even coat, so make sure that entire brush is evenly coated. Once your brush is evenly coated, tap a little bit out like this on the back to smooth it out. Then go in on the temples of your forehead right here, and you're going to pack it in just like this. Remember, feel free, go in with as much as you need to. When you go under the cheekbone, precisely have the brush tilted up because remember, you're trying to bronze and contour at the same time. You don't want it to get down here or up on the blush because that'll be messy. Also, another makeup tip, go in the ears. Put bronzer on your ears, babes. The one thing that looks so weird is when your ears are white and your cheek is brown. That looks funky. Do the same exact thing for the other side. Brush up, dense, and push into your cheekbone. For the forehead, you're literally just going to want to do circle motions like this. I love to do circle motions up into the hairline, pull the hair back if you need to. Then once you're done that, you're also going to take whatever's excess and you're going to swipe up. This is going to blend that bronzer into the concealer you already placed on your forehead. Also, make sure you get the chin and the jawline like this. Just use excess or go in with a little more and get the jawline. You want all of it to be bronze. We're bronzing here and here and here and here. This is also known as the Viral 3 method. Now we're going to go in with baking powder. This is the Maybelline Loose Finish Baking Powder. I don't know. It's a bunch of words. What you're going to do is you're going to take a powder puff. Grab a powder puff and, I don't know, like squeeze it like this. You're going to dip into it, evenly coat your powder puff. Oh my freaking gosh. Then you're going to tap all that excess out and smooth it out on the back. This is not wasteful. We're going to use this product in the future later. I don't know if you guys can see that, but under my eyes, like here, let me form them. Boom. There are creases right here. What you're going to do is you're going to take your beauty blender and you're going to look up and you're going to blend those out before you put powder. Now that that's blended out, take your powder and go up like this and out like this. Because we blended out the concealer, this is going to allow less creases in our makeup. Do the exact same thing for the under eye. Look at how smooth our face looks. Real quick, I'm going to put all the products in the description, so if you can't remember the blush or the primer we used, just go there and you'll find it. Now remember all that excess powder that was on our hand? Now you're going to use this and you're going to go in and set the rest of the face. Go under the nose, the chin, go on the cheek, under the cheek, just, you know, your entire face. You get the point. Now you're going to go in with a pressed powder. This is the Maybelline Fit Me pressed powder. What a pressed powder does is it blurs the skin and allows it to be more smooth. I wish, again, someone told me about these because you have no idea how many times I wanted to have more smooth skin. Also, you're going to have to pick up more product because there is less product that gets picked up with the puff. Now you're going to go in and you're going to go under the eye. With this powder, it is brightening, so you really just want to focus in on this area. I call this the triangle right here because basically this is your point here and here. You're just going to want to do that. And this gives that snatched effect. Look at this side, then look at this side. Let me show you in real life time. Perfect. Also, a beginner tip is when you bake, use pressed powder, not loose powder, unless you're doing a heavy beat. You're going to take it and you're going to go right under the cheek. What I mean by this is because pressed powder is a little bit lighter and isn't as thick and pigmented. So when you do this, it will be a little bit more natural than a loose setting powder. And your cheekbone, find your cheekbone and you're going to go right about under it. That way you can still have your blush, your concealer, your blush, your contour, and then your bake. Now, when it comes to powder blush, as a beginner, I recommend for powder blush getting this e.l.f. powder like blush palette. It comes with 4 shades. One, this is super glittery. These are matte. I recommend mixing them. Remember, this is not going to be for every shade, so like every skin tone. But you're going to want to do that when you go in with powder blush. Tap back and forth and tap excess powder off. Repeat. Tap excess powder off. Then you're going to take it and you're going to lightly tap it right where you put your cream product. Then when you get up here, you're going to just brush it up into the hairline. This is going to give it more of a smooth and flawless doll effect. Another makeup tip is go back in over your cream powder with powder bronzer, tap excess off just like we did with that brush, and go in circular motions. This is going to allow it to spread more. Do not just swipe it like this.
No.
Tap into it, tap excess off, circle motions. This is literally going to allow you to have the most seamless application. Remember, when you go in the cheekbone, go in circular motions. Also, when that bake that we had over here, now this is where you swipe up. Swiping up, remember, we're snatching.
Pull it back.
We want a facelift without the facelift. This is going to brush it off, but you can see it's still light. Contour can be one of the trickiest things, and what I recommend for a beginner is powder contour. You should not be beginning makeup and doing cream contour. When I tell you cream contour is too hard, it's too hard. When I did this was my first e.l.f. contour palette ever. I never use cream. There's too much risk with it. When you use powder, you're going to want to go right on top of your nose bridge. When you do this, you go in up and down like circular motion, like a half circle. And right here, this is the most important part because this pulls in together with the eyebrow and your nose. Believe it or not, your nose, eye, and eyebrow are all pretty much connected. They're one thing. So if you mess up one of them, then you mess up all of them. Nose contour is literally not as tricky as everybody makes it seem. You just have to know how to do it. And obviously, because of me, bestie, you know how to do it. Clock that T. When it comes to setting spray, someone should have told me 1 setting spray is not enough. You need 2 or more. I literally use 4. Call me crazy. 4. Urban Decay, Charlotte Tilbury, One Size Rare Beauty. The reason for this is because this L'Oreal Infallible, this is a dupe for the one size. This locks in your makeup because it is a mattifying setting spray. And after, oh, that got in my tongue. Ew. After you let it dry for a little bit, it dries completely matte and your makeup doesn't smudge or budge at all. It's literally what it looks like. Yeah, and I just sprayed it. Then for the second setting spray, this is the e.l.f. Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. This will, one, allow you 16-hour wear, and it's going to bring back glow on the skin. I love to go in with this when I use just only drugstore stuff. It also helps to hydrate the skin. When I tell you, spraying this on your face after doing all that makeup feels so good. Another tip, when it comes to mascara, we always use an eyelash curler. This is going to, one, lift the eyelashes. Look at that difference. Look at that difference. That's with no mascara. If you guys also want to know how I grow my lashes, I did post a tutorial on my page, on my shorts. go check it out. I also have playlist for all the makeup tips you're gonna want to use. I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Clear Mascara because I don't really want to put on actual mascara. If you're looking for actual mascara to go in with the L'Oreal Telescopic. There is a reason why it is sold out everywhere, and they have 6 different variations of it. It is so freaking good. Now, as a beginner, when it comes to lips, this is up to you. The lip liner can be a little dramatic, but when you go with lip liner, just slightly overline. Literally just this much. If you have really thin lips, then obviously overline a little more, but you just want to be precise and very careful. I recommend going in with a lip liner like this e.l.f. Creamy Lip Glide because it is super smooth and easy to apply on the lips. I'm literally looking at myself from a distance. This is kind of hard. But, like, look at that. I have lip liner on in literally less than 30 seconds. Blend a little bit in the corners. Another makeup tip. I don't know how many makeup tips I've already given you so far, but you guys let me know in the comments down below. Now, for the lip oil, we're going in with the e.l.f. lip oil in the shade Rose Envy. It's just because it looks so nice with this e.l.f. lip liner. That was also in the shade Pinky Swear. If you guys were wondering, I will, again, in the comments, put down all the products I used. This is the finished makeup look. What are we thinking? Honestly, it slayed. It literally slayed. It ate. You cannot tell me that if I was a beginner and I follow this tutorial, you think I have been doing my makeup for literally one day. No one, besties, I put you on. No one is going to think you're a beginner. This makeup look, this is tea. Share it with your friends. Let everybody know because... Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. You guys mean the world to me. Also, thank you so much for the subscribing. You guys are making my influencer dreams come true. But these are some of my beginner makeup tips I wanted to share and show with you. Also, just a beginner makeup tutorial. So if you're a beginner, I hoped that I answered your questions and helped you out. I love you all so, so much, besties. I will see you guys next time. Mwah.